This organ system includes gut, digestive tract or alimentary canal, and the exocrine digestive glands. This 30 feet long tube extends from mouth to anus. We know that humans follow Holozoic mode of nutrition. Food is ingested through mouth using our hands. This food needs to be converted to small absorbable units. This is called digestion. When we put solid food in mouth, it is crushed with our teeth. This crushed food is mixed with saliva by our tongue. Saliva is not just water. It is a digestive fluid produced from the three pairs of salivary glands. It has biological catalysts or enzymes in it. These catalysts or enzymes speed up the process of digestion. The catalytic enzyme in saliva is called salivary amylase. In its presence, the starch in the food is converted to sugar. Sugar is a simple carbohydrate compared to starch. For the enzyme to reach the food particles, they need to be ground or crushed thoroughly. From mouth, this partially digested food is pushed to food pipe or esophagus by our tongue. Alimentary canal is made of muscles from esophagus to anus. It contracts rhythmically to push the food forward. This is called peristaltic movement. It starts in food pipe. No nutrients are digested in food pipe. Thus, from mouth, the food is taken to stomach through esophagus. Stomach. This J-shaped organ in our left upper abdomen is 12 inch long and 6 inch wide. On an average, it can hold 2 liters of contents. Food remains for about 8 hours inside the stomach for digestion. Stomach has gastric glands on its wall. From this gland, gastric juice is produced to help in digestion. The muscular contraction of a stomach helps it to mix food and gastric juice. Gastric juice has three components: hydrochloric acid, mucus, and protein digesting enzyme pepsin. Gastric juice has HCl to make the food acidic because the protein digesting enzyme can work only if the food is acidic. It also kills the germs in food. Hydrochloric acid in gastric juice is strong enough to make lesions or wounds on stomach wall. Stomach wall is protected from HCl by mucus. The nutrient digested in stomach is protein. It is digested with the help of protein digesting enzyme present in gastric juice, namely pepsin. The exit of food from stomach to small intestine is regulated by a sphincter muscle which releases the food in small amounts. Small intestine is the longest part of alimentary canal, which is fitted into a compact space because it is extensively coiled. It is a 22 feet or 7 meter long coiled tube. It has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Duodenum gets digestive juices from liver and pancreas. Digestion is completed in jejunum and absorption takes place in ileum. Small intestine, the first part duodenum, it receives fluid from liver and pancreas. liver. It has a gallbladder which stores bile. Gallbladder is a small sac-like structure, and the bile it has alkaline materials as salts in it. So the bile salts present in it has two functions: make the food as alkaline. The food is acidic in stomach, it is made alkaline by bile salts. And the second is the emulsification, or breaking large fat molecules to smaller ones to help in the digestion of the component. Make the food alkaline and emulsify fat, or helps in the emulsification or breaking large fat globules to smaller ones. The second digestive gland attached to duodenum is pancreas. It is the second largest gland in our body. Secretes pancreatic juice to help in digestion. This juice holds the enzyme trypsin to digest proteins and lipase for breaking down the emulsified fats. With this, the digestion of food in duodenum is finished and the food moves to jejunum. So digestion is completed here. So jejunum, to help in digestion, it has intestinal glands. Intestinal gland, it is not a separate gland. It is attached. It is found attached to the wall of a small intestine. We have studied in stomach gastric glands. They are on the wall of a stomach, like that. The intestinal gland is on the wall of a small intestine, and it produces the digestive juice, intestinal juice. The enzymes in intestinal juice, it convert all the carbohydrates to glucose, and all the protein is converted to amino acid, and all the fat is converted to fatty acids and glycerol. In these state, as glucose, amino acid and fatty acid and glycerol, in this form the digested food can enter the blood. So digestion is completed here, and the nutrients are in a state to be ready to go to blood. So next step is the absorption of food to blood. The next step is the absorption of digested food to blood. The lumen of a small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi. They give more surface area for absorption of digested food. Villi has blood vessels into which the digested food is absorbed. It is then taken to every part of the body for assimilation. The undigested and unabsorbed food in small intestine moves to large intestine. It is wide and short. Large intestine has a colon and a rectum. Colon has villi on its wall. These absorb water from the undigested food. The semi-solid feces is stored in rectum till it is removed. The exit of this waste material is regulated by the anal sphincter muscle.